important that we study our lives and we make assessments as to where we are. If you've been living for a while, it is easy for us to become so comfortable in how we've been living, only to believe that's how to live. Good morning, Megs. Good morning to each and every one of you. I want to remind you every day you get up, you got to get up with the right mindset that today is an opportunity for me to give my best self to the day that I've been given. God has blessed you with another day. God has given you a chance to shine. Now, a lot of people, they're passive. They're very reserved. They're very unsure. And so they show up and they're not totally committed to giving themselves to the day that they've been given. But I believe, Miss Cynthia, I believe, Kendrick, that every day is an opportunity to begin again. Okay, I believe every day is an opportunity to begin again. So, what I want to challenge you guys to do today, on your journey, Jamal, on your journey to setting yourself up to leave a legacy, I want to challenge you to embrace the whole concept of change. Of change. Here's the deal: most of us have become so accustomed to a way of living that actually the way of living that we've become accustomed to is below our potential. Did you hear that, Pastor Claire? Most of us, the way we've been living up to this point is actually below our potential. A lot of us are settling. A lot of us are settling. I know for years I've settled. And even now, at this age in my life, at this stage in my life, I'm finding myself fighting to break free from what I've become accustomed to because I want next level. I want the next level. How many of you are committed to the next level? How many of you are committed to the next level? Somebody said, what is the next level? The next level is the thing you desire in your heart that is not manifested yet. How many of you desire the next level? How many of you are in pursuit of nothing missing, lacking, or broken? How many of you have written out a vision? As the Bible challenges us, write the vision and make it plain. How many of you wrote out some things that you want to see happen in your lifetime that you know it hasn't happened yet? Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's your responsibility to build or leave a legacy. It's your responsibility. See, I'm committed to the next level. I'm committed. So here's what that's going to demand. That's going to demand that I make some changes. Okay? In order for me to go to the next level, we're going to have to make some adjustments. I have to be okay making some adjustments. Okay? How many of you can say that with confidence this morning? I'm okay making some adjustments. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Minister Carol. Here's the deal, Minister Sybil Wells. Listen, it is easier to say you're okay with making adjustments than it is making adjustments. Okay? It is easier to say you're okay with making adjustments than making adjustments. But you got to say it. I'm okay making adjustments. I'm okay making adjustments. I am okay making adjustments. Let me let you know, John Wells, here's the deal about making adjustments. Adjustments demand changes. Okay, adjustments demand changes. If you want to go to the next level, if you want to see some changes in your life, you have to be willing to make some adjustments. So I'm okay making some adjustments. And here's why I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to make some adjustments because my destiny demands it. Yeah. My destiny demands it. So, Terry Tucker, your destiny demands that you make some adjustments. In order for you to have nothing missing, lacking, or broken, when you look at your life, in regards to faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun, you're going to have to make some adjustments, or you will find yourself sitting on the porch of regret. Sitting on the porch of regret, and a lot of people are sitting there already and they're not willing to make the adjustments. They're not willing to make the adjustment. In this season of my life, I'm preparing to make some major adjustments. I'm making some major adjustments because the greater the call on your life, the greater the adjustments you're going to have to make. Let me say that again. The greater the call on your life, the greater the adjustments you're going to have to make. Okay? Some of you, what you're seeing in your future is truly possible. What God has placed in your heart, the desires of your heart, is truly possible. It's truly possible. But you're gonna have to make some adjustments that is in proportion to your destiny. In other words, next level living is going to demand next level adjustments. You can't, Kamara, you can't keep living the same way and expecting a different results. You're going to have to change some things up. You're going to have to change some routes. You're going to have to change some things you've accommodated before. You're going to say, I don't do that anymore. Hello? I don't live like that anymore. I don't spend like that anymore. I don't hang out like that anymore. I don't walk like that anymore. I don't talk like that anymore. Somebody said, well, what's going on with him? What's going on with her? She has made some adjustments. And in order to go where you're trying to go, you're going to have to make some adjustments with your time. You're going to have to make some adjustment with your money. You're going to have to make some adjustments with who you've been hanging with. You're going to have to make some adjustments on how you've been making your decisions. You're going to have to make some adjustments on how you get up. You're going to have to make some adjustments on when you lay down and go to bed. You're going to have to make some adjustments on the type of programming you've been engaged in. Some of the stuff you've been listening to, you're going to have to change, okay? So here's the deal. I want to talk about the benefits of change to leaving a legacy. I want you to write these down. And I'm not going to be with you long, but I want you to write these down. The benefits of change in your pursuit to leaving a legacy. Now, here's the deal. Somebody said, I don't like change. Then you're going to stay stuck for a long time. Okay, human beings are creatures of habits. Okay, we enjoy finding a way and keeping that way to be our way. But if you're going to go to the next level, you're going to have to learn how to embrace change. So in this season, I'm learning how to embrace changes in its appropriate places. So I need all of you to just own that. I'm learning how to embrace change. I'm learning how to embrace change. I'm learning how to embrace change. I am not going to fight the changes that is necessary for me to go to the next level. So go ahead and claim that, Jamal. I'm learning how to embrace change. Don't settle, Jamal. Don't settle. The day you start to settle is the day mediocrity kicks in, and the day familiarity kicks in, and the day you stop growing, and that's when you start dying. Okay, that's when you start dying. So don't settle. Don't settle. Look at yourself and embrace what I'm about to share with you. Because here's the deal, Kendrick. Here's the deal. When you embrace change on your journey to living life effectively, here's a couple of things that will happen. Number one, personal growth. Personal growth. Here's the deal. Somebody said, I want to grow. Personally, I want to grow. Hey, Minister Carol, somebody said, I want to grow personally. Well, you can't grow personally without changing. Okay, you can't grow personally without changing. Personal growth demands change. Okay, personal growth demands change. So if you are committed for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the next 30 years to grow personally, then you're going to have to change personally. Okay, you got to change. And every time you read a book, you need to be looking at that book as a form of, every time you listen to a webinar, seminar, you listen, you're a part of a conference, you got to remind yourself, okay, this is about personal growth. This is about personal growth. And I'm into personal growth. I'm into personal growth. Personal growth is not about the gathering of information for you to be able to say, I know. Personal growth is about you committing to changing as the information shows you why you need to change. As I discover truth, the goal is to change in proportion to the truth I've discovered. How many of y'all agree with that? Anybody agree with me with that? As I discover truth, The truth will set you free. As I discover truth, the goal is to allow the truth to be activated in my life so that the manifestation of the truth can be the reward of my life in time. So people can see, boy, isn't Ricardo growing? Boy, I noticed the shift in his life. So, Choicey, personal growth will demand lots of changes. Okay, personal growth will demand lots of changes. So you want to go to the next level. You want to go to the next level, then embrace the whole concept. Embrace the whole concept that you're going to embrace personal growth. That's number one. Number two, I want you to go ahead and accept this flexibility. Flexibility. If you're going to be who God's created you to be, you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible. Okay, you're gonna have to be a little bit more flexible. I heard someone said to me a couple of weeks ago, I'm not flexible at all. It is what it is. What you see is what you get. Okay, I'm not flexible. I'm not willing to bow. I'm not willing to bend. I'm not willing to change. And I believe flexibility for us, we need to be more like water, willing and able and capable of fitting in anything. However God wants to use me, Lord. How many of you can say that? That's flexibility at its highest level. Okay? Flexibility at its highest level is you welcoming this statement, Choicey. This is you welcoming this statement, Miss Terry, that you say, God, however you want to use me, use me. You know a lot of people say that, but they're not that flexible, and they have not built flexibility into their lifestyle. Well, everybody know that's the same way that I drive. That's the same way that I eat. That's the same place that I always go. That's how I do my money. That's how I do my friend. That's how I talk. Somebody says, she hasn't changed at all. That's not a compliment. And when you hear people say, don't change, be careful of those words. Be careful of those words, because the next level of your life demands that you change. She hasn't changed at all. He hasn't changed at all. Oh yeah, Ricardo has changed. He's going to continue to change. And if God were to give me another 47, oh yeah, you're going to see a lot of changes. You're going to see a lot of changes. So flexibility is a must on your journey to living life to the fullest. If you are locked into a mindset, a fixed mindset, where you start to say things like, that's just me, you will never embrace your destiny. Okay? If you are locked into a mindset, if you have a fixed mindset where you are claiming, that's just me, you will never fulfill your destiny, because a fixed mindset locks you into where you are. A growth mindset pushes you for flexibility, where you say, okay, that's not me, or that's not, over the years, that's not how I showed up in the world, but I've made some adjustments. David, you got to learn how to make that adjustment to the point where, God, however you want to use me. However, now here's the deal. That's going to take some work, y'all. That's going to take some work, because some of us are a little bit stubborn. Okay. And that's the reason why this next one. Flexibility is a must, but number 3 is improvements. First one is personal growth. I'm all into personal growth. I'm learning how to be flexible. And the third one is improvements. In every area of my life, I want to see improvement in. I hope to God, every one of you that are a part of our effective living community, that this is who you are now claiming to be, the person who wants improvement in every area of your life. That's how you get the whole concept of nothing missing, lacking, or broken. I want improvement. Improvements are going to demand change. Improvement. If you want your room to be more peaceful, you're gonna have to make some improvement. If you want your home to be more welcoming, you're gonna have to make some improvements. If you want, listen, man, you want your future to be better, you're gonna have to make some improvements. I'm all about improvements. How can I make it better? The whole concept of chip is about improvement. Okay, the whole concept about chip Chip is about improvement. I'm into improvement, man. I want to improve. I want to improve. I want to improve. God, help me to improve in every area of my life. How many of you could say that with confidence this morning to the Lord? Lord, help me to improve in every area of my life. Now, here's the deal. When you say a prayer like that, here's what's going to happen. It's going to demand that you change. You're going to have to make some changes. You can't keep watching the same television programs and expect your life to change, because your television programs are programming you. Okay? You can't keep reading the same books. You're going to have to push the envelope, and you're going to have to go where you haven't gone before. You're going to have to go where you haven't gone before. So improvement is a big one. Another one, guys, another one I want to really work on is not only is improvement critical, I want to push this, right? But progress. I want to make progress in every area of my life. I want to make progress in every area of my life. So here's the deal. Progress is going to demand change. Progress. I want to make some progress this month of September that's fast approaching. I want to make some progress. Well, progress is going to demand change. Don't tell me you want to make progress, but you don't want to change. Okay? If you want to make progress, you're going to have to be willing to change. Now, there are a lot of people who are talking big, but they're not willing to make the changes that's going to bring about the progress that they're talking about. I'm having to make some adjustments. Because I want to see progress. I want September to be better than August. I want September to be better than July. I want the last part of this year to be better than the first part of this year. I want to make progress. I want to go where I haven't gone before. I want to acquire what I haven't acquired before. But here's what that's pushing me to do. That's pushing me to have to remind myself every day. I have to figure out, how can I make progress? A little bit of progress here, a little bit of progress there, a little bit of progress. I'm making progress. And here's the deal. The race is not for the swift, neither the battle for the strong, but those who endure to the end, showing that they made progress along the way, continuing to make progress. Every day I'm committed to making progress. Some of you can say that this morning. Get up and just stretch. Choicey, remind yourself, every day I'm committed to making progress. Just remind yourself, David, every day I'm committed to making progress. And what that's going to demand that you make some changes. Guess what? Progress requires adjustments. Continual progress requires adjustment. Write that down. For those of you guys who journaling and stuff and writing notes in the comment section, Kendrick, listen. Okay, adjustments comes along with progress. Okay, if you're going to progress, you're gonna have to make some adjustments. Okay, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Another one is, here's the deal: while you're preparing to change accordingly, you gotta be prepared to embrace opportunities. Okay, a part of your legacy is going to demand that you capitalize on opportunities as they come. Opportunities. Megs, in this next season of your life, more opportunities are going to come to you than you've ever had before. And what those opportunities are going to demand is you're going to have to play life different. You're going to have to shift how you show up and how you manage those opportunities. Opportunities are coming. Opportunities are coming. They're coming, Megs. They're coming. And now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to start being strategic to ensure that all of the opportunities that God would have for you to embrace in this season, you're able to capitalize on. Watch this. Prepare for the opportunities that are coming. Okay? When opportunities show up, that's not the time to prepare. But here's the deal. Whenever opportunities show up, you have to be willing to make the adjustments to accommodate the opportunities. Opportunities oftentimes come and it demands more. Okay, opportunities oftentimes when they come, Choicey, they demands more. But here's what you got to do in that season. You got to now understand to whom much is given, much is required. So don't run for more. Your legacy is going to demand that you embrace more. Okay, opportunities often brings more. But what you got to do is you got to get better at managing more. You can't be easy to break. You can't be fickle. You can't be afraid of more. You got to remind yourself, listen, more is more. Write that down. That's a word for somebody. More is more. You get more money, you get more light bill, you get more house, you get more water bill, you get more yard, you get more lawn care bill. Come on, more is more. Okay? Don't run from opportunities. Opportunities is where your legacy will be established at its best. Embracing opportunities is where your legacy will be established at its best. If you ignore the opportunities that are presenting themselves, you're going to lose. If these are the opportunities that are showing up to help set up your children's children, if these are the opportunities that are coming to help society on different levels, and you don't embrace the opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, you could find yourself sitting on the porch of regret. I got more teaching, but I'm going to call this one in because I got other things to do this morning, and I know you too have other things to do. I want to remind you, change is a part of the journey. Don't be afraid to embrace change. Be prepared to don't be afraid to embrace change. Be prepared to walk into every new day with the understanding opportunities are going to present themselves, and I need to prepare myself for those opportunities so that I can live my life to the fullest. Here's two more things I want you to take away with you this morning. Number one, new beginnings often comes with growth and change. So personal growth will introduce new beginnings, new partnerships, new friendships, new opportunities, and these new beginnings you can't be afraid of. You can't be afraid of. The last couple of weeks, I've been sitting in meetings and dealing with people I've never dealt with in my entire life. In my entire life, new beginnings. New beginnings. You talking about 6-figure, 7-figure type of lifestyle management. You're talking about sitting at the tables where you once were intimidated. You got to get to the point where you start to tell yourself, at this age, why am I intimidated? Why am I afraid to walk into a room? Why? As a matter of fact, listen, I'm not even only waiting on rooms to invite me in. I'm actually starting to build my own rooms. Okay, I'm setting up my own tables. I'm inviting people to come to my table. Okay, because at this stage in my life, I'm not waiting for someone to open a door. I'm building doors. Okay, I'm setting the stage to not wait. Listen, man, let me tell you this: new beginnings is going to be presented to us, and you got to be willing to walk into rooms you haven't walked in before. So new beginnings are going to demand changes. But if you've been doing it the same way you've always been doing it, you'll be afraid to embrace new beginnings, which is, that's not me. I don't like sitting at those type of table. Those people are not my type of people. Those type of talks is not my type of talks. You know, let me tell you something. Be prepared. Be prepared for new beginnings. Okay? Be prepared for new beginnings. Remember this. You are who you are based on the decisions you've made up to this point. If you want better, if you want more, if you want to leave a legacy beyond what you've already established, you're going to have to embrace new beginnings. You're going to have to go where you haven't gone before. And you got to do some things you haven't done before. Last but not least, the whole routine, killing the routine of the things that you have become accustomed to push yourself to the next level. Change is going to adjust your routines. Change is going to adjust your routines, but that's going to be good for you because routines keeps us stuck sometimes. Routine, yes. In other words, that's every morning you get up, you do the same thing the same way, and when you get home in the evening, you do some things the same way. Make some adjustments. Okay, this is connected to adjustments. Don't allow your routine to be the reason why you're not growing. Don't allow your routine to be the reason why opportunities are not coming your way. Don't allow your routine to be the reason why you haven't seen no new beginnings, no new opportunities presenting themselves to you. Well, everybody know that's just the way that I do what I do. Well, here's the deal. You're going to have to make some adjustments in order for you to go to the next level. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm committed to helping as many people live life effectively. You are responsible for leaving a legacy. Okay, you are responsible for leaving a legacy. Remember now, there are two times a person dies. Number one, the first time they die is when life leaves their body. The second time is when someone mentions your name for the last time. The question I want to leave you with this morning is, how will you be remembered? Are you doing the work to make sure that while you're here, you're utilizing this life to the fullest to ensure that you're able to leave a legacy? You want to set the standard so high that generations to come will be able to talk about how you were a game changer, how you were a difference maker. And I don't know what that is for you, but you better learn how to sit down and spend some time and say, God, why did you give me this day? Why am I still here in this season? I have been given this year that other people have prayed for. I still see 3 years in front of me. I still see 5 years in front of me. I still see 10 years in front of me. What am I going to do with the time God has given me? The time that God is about to give you, what are you going to do with it? We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Don't miss it. Same time, same place. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, reminding you, every decision you make is setting up your life to be what your life already is or will become. If you want better, make some decisions today that's going to move you in the better direction that will make you proud and happy of who you're becoming. That's what it's all about. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.